Hey everybody, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate all you have stuck with me and my little furlough or hiatus or whatever you want to call it. I thought I would do another flip through of one of the projects we were working on before I did go away. And this is her. It's the Birdie flip-flop. It's big, as you can see. I know some people measure. Here, I can tell you how thick she is. She is about 4.5 inches thick. So she's a thick one. Okay. So let's just jump right in. This was a project that I started back a while when with a kit from Tina over at Shabbydabbydoodah. And then it just kind of turned into a bird journal from there. So there's all kinds of bird stuff in here. I got this piece of vintage lace to wrap the journal in. So that just wraps around and ties and it can come off. And now that it's been squished for a little while, it kind of sits better. Sorry about that little interruption. Okay. So this first little signature I put a little eyelet in here and in the inside of this pocket to put this ribbon on to tie this first piece closed, because with the way this sits, this just kept flopping open. So this first signature has its own tie, and this is the front, the first signature. So I made a window out of the envelope and put something in there. I did not make that envelope a pocket, so that's not something you can pull out of there. You can just see it. And then in this front lace pocket, we've got these two cards, or a ticket and a bookmark, actually. Okay. And then here, and these are from, even the background paper on this bookmark is from one of Tina's kits. I cannot remember the names. I used more than one of her kits in here, but they're all her the bird kits. So, and then here's just a little collage. It's the little things. And then here's a tuck and a tag. This is from Raven Printable Designs, I think is the name of her channel. She had a set of birds that I printed and used throughout this book. So there's that tag. Just a little vintage lace down here. And then this is a tag made out of a picture from the Audubon encyclopedia set that I got. That slips down in this corner tuck. And journaling paper. This side has a fabric flip. Here we have a little pocket with a bookmark in it. So that's just some scrapbook paper. This is Tina's, and everybody recognizes these, right? And then we have this little guy. This is a picture also from one of the Audubon books. And these are just pieces of scrap fabric that I made ruffles and tab toppers with. That's some of this lace over here that tops that one. Okay, and then we have a little piece of paper here with just an edge. I think I was going to tuck something in there, but there's a little tuck there if you wanted to tuck a little folded up piece of something in there. Just some vintage math book. This is a collage. Again, this is one of Tina's bird sets. Some vintage lace. This is part of her bird set. There's parts that have all these documents all put together, and it makes this light colored background, and I feel like you could write on that, so I left it. And then this is music sheet. Okay, and then over here we have this is from Raven Printable Designs, and these are, the stamps are from Scrapbooking with Me. I'm pretty sure that's one of her freebies if you sign up for her newsletter. This is some things I made with, I'm pretty sure this was a Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So it's a little tag pad. I made the pages longer, so I just folded them up rather than cutting them off so that you'd have some extra space for journaling. This is just a page edge that flips over to this. This, I think, oh no, I was going to say this is the signature center, but yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure I covered up the, what do you call it? The knots and everything. So this is the signature center. This is also from the Raven Printable Designs. And then this is a tuck. I think one of the videos we put those in there. This is just a piece of note paper I folded up to stick in there. So you can just tuck it in there, write yourself a note. Here's a pocket. Again, this is one of, over at Scrapbooking with Me, like I said, if you sign up for her newsletter, she does freebies, and there's a sheet of bird stamps. This is an Audubon image, and this is one of my, the background is one of my, like a collage masterboard card. Okay, and then here is the pocket. I don't know if you remember early on when I was making this, I put this button here in the center, and as it was drying, it pushes the button, so it pushed the pocket. I like the buttons, guys. I know I shouldn't put them in the book, but, you know, what are you going to do? That's a collage tag. I think we did these on a Roxy's Weekly Challenge. There are a few Roxy's Weekly Challenge items in this book. So, and then there's the buttons, not the least of which add to the bulk. You know, I like my buttons, but they do add bulk. This says, it's spring again, and birds on the wing again start to sing again. Love's sweet melody. So that was a little piece out of Susan Branch book, I think. And then there's the math paper again, and the other side of the little coffee dyed sheet. Here is another tag from a collage board. I left the chapter 31 on there just for decoration. It's backed with book page. There's plenty of room to write, so I just left it. Thought it was kind of neat. Some more vintage lace ruffle. This is a washi sticker on top of this collage. It was a collage masterboard again, and then I decorated it. This is a belly band. So this is a fabric belly band with a little card in it, and it just tucks right in there. And I was kind of mad at myself because I felt like that was a waste of a journaling page. Anyway, so on the back I added a pad to make up for it. So there's like 3 or 4 sheets in there. And then, of course, you can write on the coffee dyed paper. Okay, here's another little tag I made. Oh. You know what I found tucked in here? I was missing some of my, oh my gosh, guys, I can't think today. I found it tucked in this book. Bone folders. Good Lord. I need a nap. Okay, Audubon tag on, again, on collage masterboard, backed with coffee dyed wrapping paper. Okay. So we flip this one over. Be stubborn. All right, and then we have a little tuck here, and I just tucked in a piece of vintage wallpaper for someone to, I mean, you could just write on the back of it, or you could use it to make something yourself. And then this is part of Tina's kit that I just decorated. I feel like you could write on there, and then this is some more of the kit. This is the next signature. We're going to tie this one closed so it doesn't get in the way. Actually, no, we're not. After I show you this. This was also an envelope with a window. It is a pocket, but you can't get to the window. So the thing that's in the window doesn't come out, and the pocket is empty. So some of the pockets I left empty for whoever, if the journal sells, somebody buys it, then they can tuck themselves a little note or booklet or something in there. But I didn't fill every single, I mean, look at how big it is, and I didn't even fill every single pocket. Okay, so this is a double pocket. So we've got this little tuck on the front, and this is, again, a Collage Masterboard tag with a Audubon picture. This is from Graphics Fairy, this back pocket piece. And this was a pocket that I made when Rachel over at Roxy's Weekly for Roxy's Weekly Challenge 1 week, she did using old documents to make pockets and wrap around tucks and stuff like that. That was one of those pockets. And here is just a folded piece of that bird, no paper again, to go in this back pocket. So you could have something to write on. And then I added some lace to the top. So, and then I don't tuck him all the way over because I added some little pearls and crystals at the bottom. Blingy things. Okay, this is a bird from Tina's kit. I just like the way he looked on his little branch there, so I left him alone. Here is a wallpaper tuck, collage wallpaper tuck. And here is a journaling card I made. Look, it's my whale tail punch again. I'm having so much fun with it. I've got all my scraps, and I just fold them over like this. Sorry, I know, off on a tangent. I fold them in half like this, and I take my whale tail punch, and I just start punching. I've been doing that with tons of my scraps. It gets rid of scraps and makes useful things. So, yeah. Anyway, this is from Raven Printable Designs, also from her bird kit. This is a flip out. Okay, so we flip this out. If you move the paper clip, you've got a little envelope here with some little stamps and a little card, a little tag, all from Tina's kit. It's from the ephemera part of her kit. And just kind of fold that back up. This opens up for journaling space. That's a Project Life card and just some washi and decoration. And then this clips on here to hold all of that together, like so. Okay, and then on the back, you can write on the back side, and there's another one of the stamps, bigger. There's more of that math book. This is from a law book, and that's from one of Tina's kits. This is a collage with a tiny tuck at the bottom. So I made this little card to go in the tuck. This is an Audubon picture with some napkin decoupaged on it on a masterboard card. And here we have some vintage trim and lace. The lace isn't vintage, that's from Hobby Lobby. Music page, coffee dyed paper. This again is a flip out. I think this signature had a lot of flip outs in it. We got a little tag tucked in there. And if you flip it out further, there's space to write. And then here we have a very bright, colorful card with this little guy sitting with his pink flowers. This one was also one of the old masterboard cards with wrapping paper on the back. And this is more from Tina's kit. Up here's a couple little stamps with a ticket tucked in them. This is a Project Life card. And then over here we have a tuck, collage tuck. And then this idea I got from Kathleen Mower, Be It Again Books, I think is what she calls her channel. And then we have, this is a sheet from Tina's kit that I tea dyed or coffee dyed and folded to put in here. There you have that. This is another piece from the kit, folded to put in here for journaling in this little up tuck. This is a side tuck. I kept trying to glue this and it wouldn't stay. So it's kind of a side tuck, which makes it easy to put this little piece of, this is one of those sample cards. Again, this is a Roxy's Weekly Challenge. We did sample cards. So with the fabric, and I added a button and a little bird. And it makes it a lot easier to get in there since that side is open. So I didn't bother gluing it shut again. Okay, and then there's a collage on the back. This is a guest check that you can use for writing. And I do not think that's a pocket. Oh, wait. It is a pocket. There's a pocket there. I didn't put anything in it. Here is a little bookmark. That's actually a Dollar Tree sticker. And then these are planner decoration stickers. This is from the Susan Branch book. See the little birdie on there? This journaling paper is from the Susan Branch book. And that just tucks in there. Another one of those tucks. These are, again, inspired by Kathleen Mower. The collage tuck, side tucks. Okay, and then here we have, I don't know if I can find the video where I watched her do this, but I will link her channel since she does some great stuff. And then here is another flip out. This one isn't as big. It just flips open like that. It's got a guest check for you to write on here, and then paper there. And then when you close it, you can write back here. This is a peekaboo pocket, also a Kathleen Mower. So yeah, you definitely need to go over and check her channel out. This is a Raven Printable Designs image with some napkin decoupaged on it that I turned into a card to slip down into there, and you can see it down here. And then over here we have, this is a tuck with a piece of paper from one of Tina's kits. This is from the really big kit. She has a kit that's like 20-something pages, I think, that's all different bird papers. That's what that's from. And then this flips out, and you've got some writing space there. This is just a collage on the music paper. This is that wall paper. It's really thin. But I left a piece of it exposed so you could hear it crinkle. And then this is from Raven Printable Designs. This is the her bird kit still. And just some decorated antique book page. Then I have, or vintage book page, I don't know. And then I have this one. This one's a little stiff to open because I glued lace in the fold. But this is from Tina, one of Tina's kits. This is some paper, and you got some lace here. You can even move it out of the way if you want to write. And then we flip back here. This is a layered tuck. So you've got this in the front, this little guy in the front, which has one of the sample cards in it. And then you've got this guy here, which has a masterboard tag in it. And then you've got all the way in the back, you've got a full-size side tuck that has another masterboard card in it. This is a piece of notepad that I cut and put back there. So they go in, so you put one in there like that, and then there's one that goes like that, and then he tucks in there like that. This is Rit dyed paper. And here we have a pocket with a little collar fold down. Again, these are Raven Printable Designs. This is Tina paper. Okay, and then here is, I just added some lace and a little button and crocheted flower, and then we are getting into the next signature. This is a pocket, again, with nothing in it. Here I added some lace. There is a tuck here, too, to start this signature. This tuck is tight, and it's wallpaper. So, I mean, I guess you could flatten. It would probably be best to put something in it by flattening it out. I'm telling you, they're fat. I'm still learning to not make so fat. But I get all these ideas, and I'm like, what if you put a flip here and a flip there and an extra piece here? And I'm learning that extra is not always better. Okay, back to what we were doing. So this is the third signature. Wait. You were not supposed to be open. Yeah, so we did the one little one, the medium one, and we are in the first full-size signature. So this is the third signature in the book. There's a tuck here for you to tuck some paper in, or I might tuck some dyed paper in if this gets in my Etsy shop, which I'm hoping should be open no later than June. Guys, I'm kind of excited, but it's tax season, so my accountant said we got to wait till after tax season to get some of this stuff done. It's his busy season, you know? Anyway, so this is Rit dyed paper. Oh, what I did was I scanned a lot of my Rit dyed paper, and what I did was I printed a piece of Tina's paper, and then I printed the Rit dyed paper on the back. And then I added a little tab here. So you've got some journaling space here. And here's our little friend with the branch again. This is a Hebrew dictionary page. And here's another pad. There is a pocket under here if you wanted to put something under, hide something under that pad. This is a little up tuck, and in it I put a stamp, a card, and this is a Project Life card that's been dyed on this dictionary page here. And then in this one, this bottom tuck, again, a Project Life card, a tag, and a card. A lot of these little ephemera pieces are from Tina's kit. I printed them on copy paper, backed them with coffee dyed cardstock. Okay, and then plenty of places to write there. And then this flips out and you've got there's a little bird nest. And then you've got some paper there to write on. Here's a fabric flip, hiding our little friend there. And the black thread that you see up there sewn across the top was on purpose because of the black centers on these flowers. So I did, because when I was going to sew this, I went, oh, I have black thread in my sewing machine. And then I looked at it and I went, oh no, that's a good thing. So I put and then here's a little piece of lace and a button just to decorate that bottom of that flip. Okay, and then we have lace on here with some dyed paper. Okay, this little tuck's got quite a bit of stuff tucked in it because it's a layered, no, is it? No, I just tucked a whole bunch of stuff in here. Okay, so this is from her kit. I backed it so you can have a circle card. This is also from the kit. This is actually a page, and I did 4 pages to a page. Does that make sense? So when I printed them, they printed in small. So that's the tuck in the front. So you've got that and that in there. And then in the pocket in the back, you've got this. And this is another collage masterboard card that I put a Audubon image on. There's a ton of birds in the Audubon books. I mean, there's tons of other stuff in the Audubon books too, but there's a ton of birds. Okay, so let's put this back in here. Okay, and here's just some music paper and some coffee dye paper. And here we have a little piece of the math book. Okay, so if you take the paper clip off, there's this little hangover ticket. And then this is a Project Life card that I turned into a tuck. And tucked in there is a little card from Tina's kit. And then this is a little scrap of avocado dyed paper that was sent to me from Christina. So I have that tucked in there. And this goes in here with that. And then this hangs over the page, kind of down in the tuck. Like that. Oh no, I had this backwards. This hangs over the page this way. Like that. And then you've got them on this side. And then here is a piece of the wallpaper, fully and completely undecorated. More of the writ dyed paper printed on the back of some of the bird pages, and I stuck a piece of lace down the center. This is the signature center. I was covering up the knots and stuff. The wax linen thread, I bought wax linen thread, but I don't know, it's like really, really waxy. Also, I used an entire piece, and I think you can pull it apart almost like floss. Anyway, here's another one of those document pockets, and this is a collage guest check with a Project Life card and pieces from Tina's kit. And then this is Roxy's Weekly Challenge on top of Roxy's Weekly Challenge on top of Roxy's Weekly Challenge. When everybody was helping out Tina, I love the way this community reaches out to help each other when, stuff happens. And when we were reaching out to Tina, this was a collage project that Rachel did. And then I put it on top of one of the pocket wraparounds that we did as a weekly challenge, because when you flip it over, here's the other side of the tuck. Okay, and there's another collage. This is a Roxy's Weekly Challenge made from book page, a removable pocket. And it's got this little fabric covered index card tag in it. So he just sits down in there, and then this sits in there. And here is, again, man, this is mark making on fabric, also done with Rachel. Just some decorated vintage math book, coffee dyed paper, which must have sat on wrapping paper because there's red in it. Okay, this is a layered tuck. So I've got a piece of wallpaper as a tuck. This is a card that I made. It's one of those military cards that I cut into thirds and then made a tag out of. So you can write on the back of the card, and it's just got some stamping and decorative stuff on it. That goes in there. And then in the bottom part of the tuck, we have this card that I made with an image from the Audubon book. And this is a piece of, this was, I don't remember if this was a Rachel project or, I think it was. So you took a piece of card or book page or whatever, and you wrapped the scrapbook paper around it to make a pocket. So the front is decorated, and then the back has a pocket. And in the pocket, I put a piece of coffee dyed mini planner paper, and I strung some vintage seam binding through it. Okay, and then he just goes right under there in the big part of the tuck. And that's on music paper. And then here is the Rit dyed paper, again, printed on the back of some of the kit paper. Here is another fabric belly band. This one I sewed a piece of scrapbook paper on top of. So this is, well, I glued it first and then I stitched up the middle of it. But this is a piece of upholstery-ish fabric. I glued a piece of scrapbook paper up the middle and then ran a stitch. And then this is some vintage trim, which, if you remember, was down the front of the book. So this was the leftover. Here again is from Tina's kit, one of Tina's kits. This is from the Big Bird kit. I don't remember what its name is, but it's got like 25 or 26 pages in it. And this is one of the pages in there, which was coffee dyed and edges torn off and tucked in there. Okay, and then I have coffee dyed paper. This is some of my coffee dyed paper that I do with, you know, vinyl pieces of placemats and whatnot. This is Raven Printables on the back of a piece of dictionary page that I thought this was interesting because this dictionary page is got Blackbird on it. So I covered this side so you can still see the Blackbird. And then here's a Project Life card that's been dyed in this little collage tuck here. These are things from Tina's kit. This background paper also from Tina's kit, or one of Tina's kits. She has tons. They're pretty. Go over to her shop. I'll see if I can, I don't know if I can link, I guess I can link shops. I don't know. And then I have Rit dyed paper with some more vintage trim. I didn't notice it until after I had it hot glued down that I put it with the tulips or rosebuds or whatever those are. They're upside down. Yeah. Just, you gotta keep an eye on me, I'm telling you. All right, here, back here is the flip out signature. So when you're making the flip flop journals, you know, the one that flips out like this. This is, oops, a piece of vintage wallpaper that I turned into a little flip pad with some more of that avocado dyed paper, very generously given to me by Christina at Christina's Paper Creations. I think she changed the name to. And this is some of that 40s wallpaper that I just turned into a pad, and it just hangs over this flap and clips on with this nice little yellow paper clip. Okay, this is the inside signature. Okay, inside this flap, we have a pocket. This is one of those make your DIY paper bags out of scrapbook paper. And I glued it down as a tuck. So it lifts, so you have the bag as a pocket which has another Collage Masterboard card in it with the Audubon, which goes right down in this little bag. And then back here is one of the Raven Printable Designs images from her bird kit. I don't remember what the name of her kit is. She has some very, very, very cool art, digital art. Okay. Last signature on the front, and then we have one more signature in the back. This is that card. I finally backed it and put a little piece of fabric on there, and it just tucks down in this, again, another document pocket wraparound. I fussy cut out one of the birds. This bird is from one of Tina's kits as well. Here it wraps around, and here is a little Project Life card. It says all we have is now, and it had a little bird on it, and I decorated it with some lace. And then here is another tag that slips down in here. Coffee dyed paper, Hebrew dictionary. This was just a fun little collage on the music paper. It's got some fabric and a little piece of trim, and it's just fun to make. Okay, and then on this side we've got a belly band with a Project Life card and a little card from Tina's kit. This is made from Tina's kit as well. So those go in the belly band in the front. And then back here, this little pocket made from the circle has another piece of the mini planner paper with the seam binding lace. So we have that, and then we have more dictionary, more of Tina's paper with the printing on the back. This is a pocket made from, so it's one of these law papers that I reinforced on the other side with kit paper, and then I decorated the front and put a pocket on here, and then this card, Collage Masterboard, Audubon image, washi stamp. Uh-oh. I swear it fits. I just took it out of there. Oh, maybe he's only supposed to go down that far. I don't know. He fits. Okay, and then in this little tuck, this is a very interesting page. So there's a tuck on this side, and there's writing. You can write on here. And this has got one of these little sliding belly band booklet things where you flip out the paper and you can write. And I made it out of Tina's kit paper. And then you just slide the little belly band back over top of it. And it tucks in here. Now, when you open this over this way, it goes like that. Okay. So you flip it like this, pull it like this, and then you can open it this way and you can write on here. Okay. And on here. Here is another tuck. I don't know why I didn't stick anything in there. But here we have a tuck with a layered top. And then this one, you flip it and flip it. Okay. And then that's the signature center. Okay, with space for a little. And here is some more coffee dyed paper, the law book paper, RIT dyed paper. I tried to leave journaling space, and apparently empty tucks. It was getting to the point where I was running out of ephemera to put in the book, and I also was noticing how fat it was getting. This is another piece. This is another one of those wraparound cards with a pocket on the back. And I put a tattered piece of, this is from Tina's kit, one of Tina's kits. This is actually from the first kit, digital kit I ever bought, period. So, yeah, and then it goes in this way. It's easier to tuck this way because of the pocket. So if you tuck it this way, it just kind of slides right in there. And then that's more of the fabric, marked fabric. Okay, this flips over and covers this up. This opens up and there's journaling space. This is just a collage to decorate the side of the journaling space. But you recognize the scrapbook paper with the bird on it from the bookmark earlier. I tried to use some stuff more than once to just kind of run the book together, keep it cohesive. This is from Raven Printable Designs. This is vintage wallpaper. They are on Hebrew dictionary. Coffee dyed paper, Writ dyed paper. This is one of, actually it's two of the stamps from Miss E. What I didn't realize, see, it looks like it's going to fit, but then when you get it all together and you close it, it sticks a little too far out. I was trying to use it as a page tab, but best laid plans and all that. Okay, and then one more signature all the way back here in the back. We have, wait, that's not it, because we have this. When you go through all these signatures and you get this to the end, right? We just finished this one and you close it. Right back here, you've got this little envelope and it flips open, and then this is a magnetic closure and you've got all these little scrappy pieces back here. Okay, so that just clips closed there and then that folds over. And then we open up to the back and here we have the last signature. So that's Tina's Kit paper, coffee dyed paper. Again, there was a bird on the dictionary page, so I tried not to do much to it to keep the dictionary, but I wanted to decorate it. Look, I glued it right side up that time. Music paper. This is a flip out. Okay, and this is another empty tuck. I just put a tab of leftover washi tape on that. It was a little piece that I tore off the end of something that was too long, and I just stuck it on that mastic. This is a tag that I made, a little piece of lace here, a little 3D butterfly sticker and some flowers. That's one of those washi stamps. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then here's another tuck, another piece of vintage wallpaper for anybody to do what they want. This wallpaper has like fans. The pattern is actually called fans, but it's got fans and then it's got a bird on the fans. And then there's a little bookmark backed with really big notebook paper. Okay, and then this has napkin decoupaged on it. I liked the way this turned out. Kind of glued the bird over the lace, but I like the way that turned out, and that's on the Hebrew dictionary. There it is. It was too long. This flips out. It's very stiff. This was going to be, I don't know if you can tell by that tuck, this was going to be an envelope. So what I did was, rather than close it, I lined it with coffee dyed paper, attached it to, I chose to attach it to the law page, which is really thin, and this is really heavy. So I had to reinforce it with something. So that's why this little collage piece is here. This is from Tina's Kit. It says, "Spring is heard as much as seen." And then I added some music notes. This is some washi tape I've got. And then you can write in here, that's a really stiff piece. This is vintage wallpaper that I put some scrapbook paper on and then sewed around where all the scrapbook paper covers the thing. And then I just collaged it and decorated it. And I glued it down by its envelope flap. And in the envelope flap, we've got a Project Life card. And this little guy made from, that's Raven Printable Designs from that bird kit. Okay, and here we have some coffee dyed paper. That's lace with washi tape glued down the middle of it. Vintage lace trim here. Tina's Kit. Here we have, I did think about, we can move some of the, you can always rearrange and move this stuff or, whatever, because some of these pockets have more than one thing in them, and then I've got pockets that don't have anything in them, so, excuse me. My throat's getting a little dry, guys. I've been talking too long. This is Raven Printable Designs, and then I felt like this was light enough to write on. This is another one of those book page removable pockets with a little collage card that I made with Brave Wings, She Flies. And then that goes in there. Then we tuck this back in here with this on top, and there we go. That is the signature center. I didn't cover that one. See how it's very, I don't know, it's very sticky. I'll say that. Okay, and then I put some napkin on this Writ dyed paper. This is coffee dyed paper with, oh, this is a double tuck. So there's a tuck here, and then this is a Tim Holtz card. Okay, and then I did a video making with my mess where we took things and we covered all kinds of packaging with wrapping paper or whatever we could find to cover it with. This was one of those tags, and I made a tag out of it, and this is stamped fabric. That goes in the front part. And then this was inspired by Tina over at Shabbydabbydoodah. And I made these, and I absolutely love them. They're little envelopes. And look, I did remember to put something in the envelope. So this is a full-size piece of RIT dyed paper. And it just tucks in the envelope. And then you can tuck the envelope in the tuck. And there you have it. This is a pocket with another one of these slide booklets. This one actually has extra space because you can fold the piece down. I don't think the other one had that. I do have multiple pieces of the same kind of ephemera in here because I like some of these pieces of ephemera. I think they serve a good purpose. I like the way they look when you make them. So I was like, well, I could include more than one. Put one in this signature, put one in another signature. That one is... Okay, and then we flip this. This is from the Audubon book. I think I added that afterwards. I think I added it under this tuck. So that was an extra page that got added. And then here is more of the law book. I did this on this side, and then I needed a way to reinforce because I put this out here and it was really thin in here. So I put coffee dyed paper on this side and just kind of decorated it up. So that's a little journaling spot. And this is Raven Printable Designs on the Hebrew Dictionary, RIT dyed paper on a Tina sheet. This is a little piece of the math page, which I decided to put a tiny pocket on. And here is a piece of one of Tina's ephemera pieces to put in there. Okay, here we have, this page again has a pocket on a tuck. So, okay, they're catching on each other. Okay, so this is another one of the pockets, removable pockets. And in this is one of those tag pads. Okay, and that's what's in this. And it goes back here in the tuck. Okay, so it's in the tuck and behind the pocket. And then this was a tab booklet I made from Tim Holtz. And this is a place where you can just tuck all kinds of little keepsakes. So it's got a little pocket. Here's a little pocket. Here's a little pocket. Here's a little pocket. Here's a little pad. You can make a note of what you're putting in here, or whatever. And then it's just a little booklet, and it slips down in this pocket here. And I made those on camera. I'm pretty sure that was a making with my mess video also. I will try to remember to link. I'm out of practice, guys, so I'll try. Here's a tuck, and here's a pocket. I think I really did just come to the point where I was trying to put some stuff in every signature, but I left some pages and some pockets empty because it's just so fat. I mean, look at it. It's huge. But that is the end of the Birdie Flip Flipper book. I know you guys watched me agonizingly put it together. There were videos in the Pickaprojects where I, this was one of the, oh, don't spin. This was one of the Pickaprojects that I did. Sorry, I got concentrating on getting that lace to do what it was supposed to. And so every few weeks during the Pickaproject, I would pull this one out and do a couple pages or do some ephemera or, whatever. And I finished it up while I was away, and I thought I would share so that you could see how it ended up. It ended up fat. That's how it ended up. So even though it doesn't have stuff in every pocket, like I said, I just got to the point where I was like, I can't add anything else to it. It's just, I put too much in it. So this is another one of the things I'm practicing, guys, trying to limit so that my journals don't end up like this. But I mean, and some of my signatures are thinner, and then some of my signatures are thicker. So I just have to be more conscious of what I'm doing and try and do more flat things. But I love my buttons. All right, guys, that's enough. And I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. I'm kind of winging it right now until I get a good plan, and I will, and I get some projects up and running, and then we'll start doing the pick a project thing again. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.